Hey everyone, I didn't realize I wasn't recording audio when I did the live introduction before I started making this map, so here I am recording it in post. Recently, I've been having a look at some other channels, and I noticed some of them post videos about building terrain pieces and models, and it got me thinking. While I can't exactly make a tutorial, I can give you a little peek behind the curtain on how maps get made. And since this week I needed a map that couldn't be made from my existing terrain pieces, I figured this was the perfect chance to see how a time-lapse of making maps turns out. So I'm going to hit the music and let you watch about 45 minutes of work zoom by in 4 minutes, and I'll be back at the end to give you a tour and share some thoughts. Enjoy!
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we're setting sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Welcome back everyone, hope you enjoyed that. When I started making this map, I wasn't really sure how it's going to turn out. I had a rough idea of what I wanted, but I knew it wouldn't translate to the table well. The first thing that was essential was the Skaven's tunnel entrance. This is the first time I built anything like it, and before I started I explored my assets to make sure I had a good cave entrance space to use. From here, the idea of the map built out a bit more naturally. Since this was the source of the corruption spreading in the forest, I needed the map to look the ugliest down here. That's why we have the charred and glowing dead trees, tree stumps, and more mud on this side of the map. The autumn shrubs in this case were supposed to look like they were dying, but of everything on this map, I think this is the least effective part. At the midpoint of the battlefield, we can see my first attempt at really putting rocks into use on a battlefield. For some reason, rocky outcrops like this aren't something I ever thought of building generic terrain pieces for, but they look so good on this map I'm definitely putting them into use in the future. Part of this experiment is practice for a future project I have in the works, where I need to build large stone formations, which you'll probably see teaser videos of like this before I give you any more details. Finally, on the north side of the map we have a bit more of a regular forest. In the narrative of the battle, the Blight should probably reach further, but I wanted the Wood Elves to deploy in a more untainted part and create a bit of a visual difference so the whole map wasn't dominated by the same types of trees. One difference from my usual woodland terrain is the addition of bushes in the undergrowth. I'm sure I've rediscovered this several times, but I used it recently when making a map for my role-playing game with my wife and fell in love again with the way it makes forests more visually interesting, so expect to see a bit more of this in the future. Something you shouldn't expect to see more of is the fog effect. Personally, I think it's wonderful, especially since tokens sit on top of it, meaning they pop out of the map and are much easier to see. However, when you zoom out, as is often the case in my videos, the repeating pattern becomes quite obvious, and I think it'd get annoying quickly. So, fog when it matters, but usually not. Alright, I think that's it from me. Not a lot more to say about this map. Expect to see a bit more of this, as it's a good way to bully myself into making maps more interesting. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. On Wednesday you'll get to see the map in action in the Battle of Blightwood, a little Warhammer game between Wood Elves and Skaven.